Travis Wayne Goodsell. I guess ABC4 News Utah is getting bored covering coronavirus now that Herbert has opened up the state and is going to make things worse for everybody. So they're trying to come up with other ways to cause fear in the hearts of Mormon Utahns. So the title here on the YouTube video that they uploaded 34 minutes ago: could the murder hornets make their way to Utah from Washington State? When a news of any kind, who claim to be news, the press, start with could, it's not news. It's a dead giveaway, in case you were wondering. It's called speculation. That's not news. But it helps us with what we are going to talk about in this video, as I muted Chris Hayes, which is nice under coronavirus, because all the news is pretty much the same. So I just have to listen to one person, and I got the whole gist for the day. And I go over tomorrow anyway on the variety of news channels to catch up on everything now. I don't have to worry like I used to before coronavirus, where everybody was talking about a different aspect of the news. And so I had to watch everybody at all times to make sure I didn't miss anything. As during coronavirus, I've missed everything about Putin. And I realized yesterday, oh man, I've been missing out on Putin. I need to find out what's been going on. And so, yeah, I found out what's been going on. And not too good for America. But without going to a variety of different news sources, one would never know. That's our topic for this video, is knowledge. As I'm most likely going to make the title of this video, Knowing in Mormonism or something like that. Let's see. I'm uploading the LDS Mormon and Investigator Debate LDS Church History. So I've got to figure out a description, and I don't really know. I'm working on another video, so there's nothing to put here. I won't put a thumbnail, so you'll just see my face. And I'm instantly triggered into remembering Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon from Disney. And hopefully the Mormon is not working. Did I even do I did not. Gotta do playlists. Personal. Resistance, Mormon culture, Mormon crimes, corrected Mormonism, brainwashing, comment review. I guess I could consider referring to other Mormons' comments, and LDS critic, and that's good enough. Okay. And now we can scroll down and silence everybody who's abusive, and hide the likes and dislikes. Alrighty. In Mormonism, knowledge is supposed to be different than Christian knowledge. But Mormons want to be Christians so bad that they're willing to throw away the Book of Mormon and the doctrine of Joseph Smith to become Christian. Case in point, Alma, chapter 32, verse 28. We will liken the word unto a seed. So now let's do a hypothetical. Somebody gives you an apple seed and an orange seed, and says that if you plant these in the ground, you give them water, sunlight, over time, they will sprout, grow up into trees. The apple seed will produce apples. The orange seed will produce oranges. Now, does the person who received the seeds know that the apple seed will turn into apples and the orange seed into oranges? No, of course not. They've never done it before. They've never even known what an apple and an orange is. The guy may say, hey, this is what an apple is, this is what an orange is. So you can see for yourself what these seeds will grow into. And you can have them, and you can taste them. And go, oh wow, these are great, sweet. And the other one's kind of citrusy. That's why this one's a citrus fruit, and this one's a sweet fruit. Because it's not a green apple. And so, the person takes the orange seed and follows the instructions that were given to him, plants it in the ground, and over time, sure enough, it grew and produced oranges. And you go, wow, I now know that the orange seed produces oranges. See how simple that was? Not complicated at all, is it? But now we have the apple seed. He assumes that because the orange seed did as it was instructed to do, that he didn't need to bother to do anything with the apple seed. And so he just throws it away and tells people, yeah, I was given an apple seed also, and it was going to grow into the sweet fruit, and I tasted the sweet fruit, and it was awesome. But you threw it away. Well, yeah, I knew it because I was given an apple, and I was told that the seed would produce apples just like the orange seed produced oranges. Ooh. Do Mormons kind of make that mistake? Hope not. That would be bad, wouldn't it, Mormons? And so, what about the word that the church is true? Uh-oh, he went there. I know it's been so long since you've had a fast and testimony meeting that you've sort of forgotten all about that, huh? Is the church true? Have you planted the seed according to the instructions and produced the results that were expected? The consequences of those results. Do you know what seed to plant? Church is true. Well, what does that mean? Just down the block, there are walls and a building. I guess it's true. Is it? Is that all it takes? Is just to have existence of buildings to make a church true? Oh, precepts. What? In the introduction to the Book of Mormon, Mormons, the Book of Mormon contains true precepts, and you will draw nearer to God by abiding by or following, just like the seed process, by following them. And so, in the other video I gave you an example to follow, having to do with Alma, chapter 3, about consequences. But how do you find out if the precepts in the Book of Mormon are true? Do you go to Joseph Smith's precepts to find out if the current church is true? No. Why not? Because that was Joseph's organization. You need to find out if Joseph's organization is true, then you find out by following his precepts of what he did, what he said. Nelson is not Joseph Smith. To false equivalency fallacy. If you want to know that the current church is true or not, you need to listen to Nelson's words. Starting when he became president of the church in started in April conference is when he started speaking, although he gave that press conference, which was really an embarrassment for him. But, listen to his conference talks. Did away with the high priest group. Did away with home teaching. Wow, look at that. The Mormon did not interfere with the uploading of this video, and it went really fast. That's amazing. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I was reminded of the accept video. Kool-Aid is just what it's called. But the beat includes the words "don't drink." So, wow, already 12 people on the bullying and death threat video. Cool. Alrighty. So Mormons, when you're telling people that the church is true, and they ask you, how do you know? Are you saying, I just have this feeling? Yeah, you do. I wish you wouldn't. I wish you'd stop that. Because you're deceiving people. You're claiming you know something when in reality you just have a feeling. You just have a faith. You just have a hope that it's true. You don't actually know. And the Book of Mormon goes over the correct principle of obtaining knowledge, and it's bizarre as one who grew up Mormon, who knew very well what it meant in the Book of Mormon to obtain knowledge rather than just believe in something, rather than just hope for something, and especially to just feel something. As a guy, I don't do feelings. Of course guys do feelings. It's just not woman's feelings that guys have. And that's why women get upset with men, because it's not the feelings that they want men to have. But that's a whole nother subject. And unfortunately there are women who pull that stunt too in testimony meetings, as you see them bawl their eyes out. Oh, I love it so much. They are having feelings, that's clear, but that does not demonstrate a knowledge. And that's what's not clear to the woman who's bawling her eyes out. And so, yes, we can acknowledge you're having feelings, but don't extort us into saying, okay, fine, you know, don't get mad, you know. So, extortion is not good, it's bad. And you can't tell people that, or get abusive to other people when they say, how do you know? And you don't know. And so you then get mad at them and do it the ad hominem attack, so that they back off of you from challenging your lack of knowledge. That puts you in the wrong. Because when you're talking to people who aren't even members in the first place, it's a missionary opportunity if you have knowledge, not just faith. Because if you're going around telling other people, yeah, I've got the seed, and if I plant it, it'll produce apples. Okay, So you didn't do it? So how do you know then? You come back and talk to me when you produce the tree with the apples. I'm not interested now. And you can't rely on other people's testimonies. And that's another problem in the church, is that the church teaches in the same way as our public schools do, to memorize. And so the church limits the information provided as approved church curriculum, and then you're supposed to just memorize better or best you can until you go around telling everybody, well, it says so, therefore it's true. It says so right here. See, it's proven. It's just a seed. The whole scriptures are just seeds. They're worthless if you don't produce the consequences of them. Now, Mormons know that the bad seeds in the Book of Mormon are true, don't you, Mormons? You've been planting those and producing all sorts of bad fruit from those examples, as I've been going over some today. That's not the point. You're supposed to produce good fruit, and you've missed the point. So there's obviously more to talk about this, but that serves the point for this video.